Hi there, this is Art and Such, and this is the dragon for my Shrek series. It is made based on the patterns of Elegant Fashion 360 and the butterfly wings from DIY Mummy. I'll put those links in the description. What I've done to make the wings is something like this. This is our layout. So you're going to take a doubled over single and go from your first peg on the side with the staggered configuration. First peg to the second peg on the middle. Another doubled over single from the second peg in the middle to the second peg on your far side. And do this going down 5 times with doubled over singles. There's going to be a lot of tension, so just be careful when you do get to looping. You will go from your last one here on the side to a doubled over single down diagonally. This takes you to the 8th peg on the middle and the 8th peg on the end, so another 2 from there to there. Once you have that, you can fill in the middle row and the first row with doubled over singles. And to make these nice little lumps that I have, to give it a little bit of dimension, what I've done is I've taken my hook and a single purple colored band. I loop it 3 times. Take a doubled over single. Bring this on top. Fold it back onto the hook and place this over the first peg at the bottom, the first peg on the top, the 4th peg, and the 5th peg going from the very start of your loom on your far side. So that's going up to the 3rd peg from this end. You can kind of play around yourself with where you want those to go. When you're looping, I won't do all of this for you, but I'll just get you going on the right path. You would go under this first cap band, bring your first 2 bands up diagonally, the next 2 up diagonally. You bring your next bands upwards, and then you take these long ones, these are also capping bands, you'll put doubled over singles on all of the spaces where there are just the 2 pegs. And these will come under your folded up, your looped up vertical bands, bring it all the way across to the side, loop your next set up, bring it to the side, loop your next set up. Make sure you're getting under your cap bands every time. When you get to the top and you've looped all of your horizontal bands back to where they came from, and you've looped all 3 rows upwards as well, you would take your last bands here and bring those to the center peg, the second one, and return your bottom one, these bands, all the way back to your first peg. You can put a single band through, create a slip knot, and pull your wing off. When you are attaching the wing onto the body of the dragon, which can be found at Elegant Fashion 360, you can either attach the end loop or add an end loop and attach that when you're looping up, or you can weave it in at the end, which is what I did here. So just to give you a sense, what you would do is bring your band through the body, bring your band through the wing where you'd like to attach it, put a band through all of those, and bring your hook back through. I'll just throw it in here for demonstration purposes. Create a slip knot, and you might have to do this a couple of times to get a firm hold and to get your wings where you'd like them to be. You can also put a couple of bands over the wings and just keep looping them until you get a little bit of a stiffness or a tension. I made my neck a little bit shorter than the dragon in Elegant Fashions. That was just a personal choice I made. And I added eyes with eyelashes. I will show you this method and then I can suggest a couple of others. So you would decide where you want your eyes to be. Stick your hook through. Put 2 black bands on. Bring it back through. Create a slip knot. But when you create your slip knot, make sure that you're pulling the bottom bands over. Then you would pull this really nice and tight, and you can trim the ends to make eyelashes. That's how I made my eyes. You can also always put the eyes on as you're looping, as the maker of the dragon on Elegant Fashion did. You could do this by using white beads or black beads. You can draw onto the white beads, or you can stick to the rubber bands as was her way of doing it. One other idea you might want to play around with, if you would like the larger belly for your dragon, you can always make an extension on your loom. I won't show you how to do that here, but I will refer you to my Princess Fiona video, or you can check out how some of the dress extensions are made on Tutorial by A's Tutorials. So all of that will be in the description below. And what you would do is make your extensions for either side, and when you are starting to loop up, you stick your extensions on top and use those as cap bands or as extra caps, and that will add some thickness and some roundness. So there is the dragon. I hope you enjoy, and I hope yours turns out great. Thank you so much for watching.